Good morning, children. Once again, I am back with you in the science period. And as you know, in the last period, we started with the revision of chapter 4, that is heat. Yesterday, during the class, I discussed about heat, which is a form of energy. Then I told you about the different types of the thermometers, that is digital, clinical, laboratory, and maximum and minimum thermometer and their uses. I discussed in detail about the clinical thermometer, its precautionary measures to be taken while using the clinical thermometer, the limitations, and how it is made up of. So these were the few things which I taught you yesterday. So today's session I will start with few of the questions which are based on the same topic that I taught you yesterday. So among that, I hope all of you are ready with your pencil and your paper. So the first question is, mercury is a metal in the dash form at room temperature. So here the options are given to you as solids, liquids and gas. So your answer is liquid. Second one, heat energy flows between the objects due to difference in mass or in temperature. So here again your answer is temperature. Third question, the dash thermometer is used to measure the temperature of hot water. Options are clinical, laboratory and digital. So here your answer is laboratory. So children, now I feel you have understood the topic that was taught to you yesterday. So today I will start up with how does the heat flows. Either how does the transfer of heat takes place. So when I talk of the flow of heat, that means the flow of energy, it always transfers from hot body to the cold body. Here we will start up with the three modes of the transfer of heat, which we will be discussing one by one all the three, and I will be explaining you how this transfer of heat takes place in these three different processes. So among the three processes, number one is conduction, number two convection, and number three radiation. So today we will start up with conduction. When we talk of conduction, here I will tell you the heat is transferred from the higher temperature to a lower temperature. This I told you yesterday also, and this I am telling you now also. So as I told you, it takes place under the three ways. One is conduction. Here we are either we are transferring the heat by touching. Second one, convection. Here by the circular motion through the fluid. Now the question is, what is fluid? So fluid is your liquids and the gases. They are considered to be fluid. Third one is radiation. Here the transfer of heat takes place through the light waves. So children, today we'll start out with conduction. So when we talk of conduction, here the transfer of heat is taking place from the hotter object to the cooler object. When we talk of conduction, here the conduction takes place only in the solid state. What happens when we heat one end of a metal? It starts the transfer of the heat from that particular metal, from that particular end of the metal to the other end. For this one, you can just conduct one experiment also, either one activity also. Here you can see two activities on your screen. One is there in which a cup is there which is having a hot tea with a spoon. So here you can see how the transfer of heat is taking place within the spoon. The change in the color of the spoon identifies, either just reminds you that the transfer of heat is taking place from one end to the other end. On the other side of your screen, you can see there is a fire, and within that fire there is a rod, metal rod. Here in the first figure you can see the rod is orange in color at the bottom. That means the part of the rod which is very near to the flame, which is very near to the heat. There the transfer of heat has taken place, and slowly it has taken place to the other end also. So here you will find that how the transfer of heat is taking place. Here I can just show you. Wait. See here how the transfer of heat has just taken place till here, and slowly it will be taking place till this end also. In the second one you can see it has taken place till this end, and slowly it is going to the other end also. See here, now it has reached to your hand also. So this is how the transfer of heat has taken place. Now when we talk of transfer of heat, and as I said, this conduction process takes place only in the solids. So when I am telling you it is taking place in the solids, here in solids the molecules are very closely packed. They are very tightly packed, so they cannot move from their place. So they just vibrate in their own fixed position. So this is how the transfer of heat takes place in conduction. Now, when we talk of the transfer of heat, it is a process by which heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end of an object, which you have already seen in the last two activities that I showed you, in the last two figures that were there on your screen. Now, what are conductors? Conductors are the materials which allow heat to pass through them easily, are known as conductors of heat. Example, your iron, copper, etc. So these are the conductors because they allow the heat to pass through them easily. Here you can see few of the examples of the conductors. Here there are few metals. Here you can see brass, bronze, metal slugs, steel, copper, aluminium, cast iron. All these metals are there where the easily you can see the flow of energy, flow of heat. Here you can see the pan. Here you can see the pan which is having the handle in plastic, but the other part of the pan which is in steel, either any of the metal. So here the heat energy is transferred from the stove, and then it is transferred to the pan, and from the pan it will be transferred to the handle. But since handle is plastic, here the flow of energy will not take place. So we say such type of material which do not allow the heat to pass through them easily are poor conductors of heat, and these are your plastic, wood, etc. Now here again you can see few of the examples here of the plastic. So here you can see many examples here on your screen which are your insulators. Here you can see wood, rubber, your disc and all that. So these are all considered to be your insulators. Here see the picture where the different types of figures are there, different pictures are there of insulators and your conductors. So few items here you can say which are made up of your metals, which are considered to be your conductors, and the other metals and the other materials which are made up of your rubber, your glass cup, your cotton and your paper, they are considered to be your insulators. So, here in solids, generally the heat is transferred by the process of conduction. As I told you in the beginning only, the conduction process is taking place only and only in your solids. It doesn't take place in your liquids or in the gaseous form. So, here there are two questions. Do all the substances conduct heat easily? Second is, why cooking pan has plastic handles? Children, before answering these questions, again I will just go through few of the points for you so that it will make you the topic very clear to you. As I told you, your heat, it transfers from one end to the other end of the metal. So here you might have observed that a frying pan becomes hot when kept on a flame. It is because here the heat is passed from the flame to the utensil. When the pan is removed from the fire, it slowly cools down. Why it cools down is because here the heat is transferred from the pan to the surrounding. So you can understand both the cases now, how the heat flows from an hotter object to a cooler object. And in fact, such cases, the heat flows from a hotter object to that of a colder object. Apart from that, as I told you, the pan is having a handle which is made up of your plastic, or sometimes it is made up of wood, because they are poor conductors of heat, and here the transfer of heat does not take place. So you do not feel warm, either your hand doesn't feel the warm, it doesn't feel hot. Here children, again I will just have the recap of the chapter, but before having the recap of the chapter, one more point I will tell you. The water and air, they are poor conductors of heat. Then the question is, how does the transfer of heat takes place in these substances? So this we will be discussing tomorrow under the transfer of heat, because today we just discussed about the first one, and that is your conduction. And conduction is taking place only in solids, as I told you. So I hope children the things are clear to you. Here you can see again one figure is there on the screen. Here a cup of coffee is there. Here you can see the arrows are coming out. So here the arrows which are coming out shows that the heat is coming out. In the other one you can see the ice cream. Here you can see the heat, the arrows are shown inside. So children, this is for the room temperature. So I am leaving you with this figure, and I hope you will try to solve this. Why the arrows are in different direction in both of the substances, either both of the objects. So thank you children, and we will meet again.